Hello everybody, this is Inner Balance, journey number 3, and today we are going to be working on, let's see what we're going to be working on actually. I had an idea, but I'm getting the no eye. So let's start by taking a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Releasing your day, releasing your night. Releasing, releasing. So I'm seeing the silhouette of Mother Mary, and she wants to come in for this inner balance. Titana mama na na shiwa 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 titana na na shiwa yena na shina na yewa. She's going to be guiding this one with some helpers. Ku titana na na shiwa shiwa. Imagine if you had the most perfect childhood. Just imagine it, like if you had gotten everything you needed. If you were well fed, cared for, were able to explore nature freely, if you were able to laugh freely, if you had had all the support that you needed when you needed it. There's something that we can do energetically where, growing up is really hard. There's growing pains, there's all sorts of things that happen in your life. That this is where we get the quick programming. This is what, boys aren't supposed to cry, girls are, it's just where you learn from your elders, you learn from your parents, you learn from society, and you learn from your teachers. You could learn from church, those sorts of things. They want to just go back to your seed, that your very beginning, like your little sprout. Like let's just say the journey that we're taking today is from your little seed to where you are right now. Yinana nama shiwa shiwa shiwa. Yinana yewa shiwa shiwa. Yinana shiwa 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 shiwa. So we're going to start at the top of our head. You can even go ahead and do this with your hands. You can follow along with your hands for the relaxation. Konanana shinana yewa kinama yewa shiwa 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 shiwa. They're showing me this slender diamond. Konanana shinana yewa yewa titanana shiwa shiwa. They're giving you this slender diamond. Kotanana shinana yewa yewa yewa. Yenana starts here, kitana at the crown, and it goes down. Koyena kinama shina to one eyebrow, down the bridge of your nose. It gets down to your chin. Bonana kinama goes back up to the eyebrow, the other one, and straight back up. It's a slender diamond. Konana shinana yewa. That's your first gift for today. So just integrate that and feel that. Tana no inama shiwa shiwa. Ye na 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 yewa shiwa 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 shiwa. Ma no ina na yewa titana e shiwa shiwa shiwa. So this might be Mary Magdalene. This is Mary Magdalene. Kodotana no ma shinana ikono na na ti na ma shiwa. Yenana shinama we nama yewa shiwa 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 kinana we tanana. And they're saying, since this is where the diamond starts going down slender and going, up kutana, this is a really amazing point right here. So she's bringing in this balance. Of course, with anything that requires balance, there's a little bit that goes up as the other side goes down. Konana shiwa. Shinana yewa. Shewa. So this one is going to be kono nana nana shiwa kinama shiwa shiwa shiwa. In the beginning, we're relaxing the top of our head, staying inside the head for a little while. Just go ahead and feel the top of your head. If there's any tension, just acknowledge it. If there's any tightness, just acknowledge it. Go over the front of your face, and everywhere your hands touch, just imagine almost as if you're ironing out any wrinkles, meaning wrinkles in your life. Any little speed bumps. Ironing them out. Especially the eyes and everything they've seen and experienced. And then you do this little translation through like all of your filters and through your programming of what that means. And your brain helps interpret that with your heart and with your gut. Going to your jaw, bringing in some relaxing heat, relaxing those muscles, relaxing those muscles, relaxing your ears. The ears that have heard some of those influencing terms. Kotanana shiwa shiwa. It might have been someone else's projection. It could have been, a teaching that they thought was good. Konanana, handed down from ancestor to ancestor. Yenana yewa shiwa shiwa. Konana shiwa shiwa. Yena ta titana e shiwa. Yenana yewa shiwa. Kitana. Going to where your head meets the back of your neck. Opening up a little valve back there so spirit can have a little bit of a release. So the emotions have a little bit of a place to release. Konana, shenana, yewa, yenana, kinana. We're going to create a room inside of our head. Konana, shenana, yewa. The entrance to this is right in between your eyebrows, where that slender diamond is more of like a door. Kunanana, shewa, shewa, yena, yena. So entering right in between the eyebrows. Kunanana, shewa. You're in this empty room. This beautiful empty room. You get to decorate it. Go ahead and close your eyes. And let's imagine making a room that's perfect for you. What would the lights be? Would it be natural? Would it be a sunlight? Kunanana, shewa, shewa, shewa. You get to decorate. How many windows? No windows. What are you going to put in your room? Is it a sitting place? Is it a dining room? Is it a gazebo? Yanana shewa. Take a few minutes to decorate. You can put furniture, things on the wall. Kanono shewa, shewa, shewa. Make it just yours, nice and safe, playful, secure, fun, whimsical, anything you want. Eta, eta, ye. Haye, haye. Haye, haye. Haye, haye. Ye na 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 ye ukita. Aye na 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 na. Aye na. Yena yena ye taoki, yena 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 okai, yena taoki, yena na ye taokai. looking at this room that you've created. Kuninama naman shiwa shiwa shiwa. Look all the way around the room. Start from one of your shoulders and slowly gaze all around the room until you're at your other shoulder. And then go ahead and look up. Is there a ceiling? Go ahead and keep rotating. Look at the floor. Kuina. Yenana yewa shewa. Kanana yewa shewa. And they're asking for the center of this room. Kuinana shewa shewa shewa. To be similar to the area in between your eyebrows, like a door. Kanana, open. Kunanana shewa shewa. So seeing this opening in your room that allows only what you ask for. Kunanana shewa shewa. And seeing that in the center of your room, there's an opening that goes out like this, and an opening that goes up and down. So you have it to the sides and you have it up and down. Kunanana shewa shewa. And these act almost as like a vortex or a funnel. Katatana shewa. You see those pictures of like the olden days when they can't hear, and they have that thing in their ear. Kunanana shewa. To like hear. You know, to invite things in. Kunanana, shewa, shewa, shewa. So we're going to be focusing on the ears for a second about things that we've heard that we might have put a spin on. Also, projection from the person speaking it. They might have been projecting something that they needed to get either out of their system or pass along. Kunanana, shewa, shewa. But that might not have been part of your story or how you have seen yourself, visualized who you are, what makes, what special things make you you. If somebody had told you the opposite of what your truth is, they want to go ahead and have that go through kunana instead of getting stuck somewhere, like in your heart space. This room is for those things to come on through into the center and to exit. Kunana shewa shewa. They get to come through and exit in any direction that you want. It's your room, your choice of how the flow goes. It's really important that the flow stays open, because you could see where that might be harmful from the beginning of your time to right now if you had somebody not really aligned with who you are, your truth. Maybe you didn't speak it clearly. Maybe you didn't know at the time, but you might have known that the people that are, whispering in your ear, yelling in your ear, those people from the beginning of your time to right now, maybe telling you, no, that's not your truth. Those things need to flow on through. They can't get stuck. Those aren't yours. They never were yours. And paying attention, because if we learn those things from other people, we might be doing that ourselves. It's hard to break some of those circles or cycles when you don't know that maybe those are just some things that were programmed into. Maybe your grandmother learned it and passed it down to your mom and then passed it on to you. And maybe you could just sit in this room and figure out, like, what is it I want to share with the world, share with the humans, and what circles or cycles do I need to put to rest instead of them going around and around and around. They can come on through into your room and they can move on. So go ahead and sit on in this room of yours. This room that you've created that's right inside of you. Is it nice and silent? Can you hear any wind, any birds, wind chimes? Just pay attention to what you can hear. And just sit in this room. Kunanana Shiva. Sit in the room for a few minutes, just absorbing your space. Your most perfect space. And you're going to have a few guests come in that you're inviting in. Kunana Shima Yo Tatanama Shiva Shiva Shiva. If you're open to inviting anybody in. Kunano Yena Uenana Yenana Yenana Kinana Shinana Yewa. Invite 2 people in. Kunana Shiva Shiva Shiva. Depending on who you see or who you feel. One idea that's coming in are 2 creators. Kunanana Shiva Shiva Shiva. They're saying this is a creation room. Kunanana Shinana Yewa Kinana Yewa. Yenana Shiva Shiva. It's the creation room. I see a source in front of us. Punananama Shima Shima. It can either be a fireplace, a fire pit, a pillar of light, however you see coming in this room and through this room. Kinana Shima Shima. This is a way, Kunana Shiva, for creation. Kunana Shiva. When you create something, something else must die. Kunana Shinana Yewa Tinana Ma Papa Ukinama Shiva Shiva Shiva. So this is about giving and receiving. With the thoughts to creating, this is your room. Konononana shinana yewa, kinanana shinama ui nama papau kinanana shiwa. So invite your people in. I see everybody connecting telepathically with their people. Almost like plugging in 3 people instead of 1. So nice to share with the people that you have invited in. We're going to ask them from the top of our head down to our toes to release any programming that wasn't our truth. That wasn't our truth. For me, it's going to like schooling. Kananana titanana shewa shewa. Yenana titonoma patutonana shewa. Whew. Kinana shewa shewa. Almost as if they're taking this light and just scanning down the top of our heads, removing any disharmony, any static that wasn't our truth. Yena na ye, all the way down to your toes. Releasing, 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 and seeing any of that static, any of that disharmony going into the elements that you have brought in to burn that away, whether it's a pillar of light, bonfire, fireplace, wind from a window, however you see it. Somebody's showing me that it's making it into a snowball because it's cold, and throwing it. Patutananama shewa 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 kinana shewa. We're going to bring in a little bit of magic from plants. I'm not sure if you put any plants in your room, your special room, but there's this special energy that emits from a plant, they're saying, and they're just putting that in there because it's perfect for the most perfect oxygen, just like oxygenating everything, helping with the circulation, helping with the health of your body. Plant medicine. Kunanana shewa shewa shewa, all the way down to your toes. They're even putting it, going all over your body, putting it as a poultice almost, with this green, super green stuff, like wherever it is you might need a little extra help. Whether it's physical pain, a soul wound, or maybe you were holding those non-truths from other people there. Konanana shiwa shiwa shiwa. Giving them a few more minutes, the plant people. Konanana shiwa shiwa. Sometimes that pre-programming stuff, if it's culture handed down, culture, you get to decide what it is that you resonate with. Tadananana shiwa shiwa, the stories, the lessons. It can be very powerful, very connecting to your elders and your ancestors. But sometimes when we come into a human form, sometimes the lessons that we share, they might be part of like a circle. They might be part of something like maybe a deep rut that's hard to get out of, if that makes any sense. Kananana shiwa shiwa shiwa. Checking back in with the people in the room. They want you to go ahead and get up and touch the wall and feel the vibration of the walls, like it's alive. Kunanana shiwa. These walls, ponanana shiwa. So if you were to speak your truth, the truth that you have right now from the beginning of your time, kunananash, to right now, or what you want to bring in. Maybe you have a truth. Like I hear a lot of people who have gifts and skills, and they're nervous to tell their loved ones or their families, and I understand that. I had a language pop out instantly with sign language, and I was like, oh great, how am I going to tell these people? And it's good to share these things, because if any of that happened to any of my loved ones, I'd want them to know that, hey, I walked it. I tripped a little bit here and there, but it is possible to have those things and feel secure in your truth. So if you have something that you would like to share in this room to all living things, to all living vibrations, it's almost as if it's all connected to this web. So I could say, I have this language that comes through my heart, that came through my heart when I gave up trauma. From a different time. And I would like to know more about it. Please guide me. That would be one example. If you'd like to be of service to others, or just calling in self-care for yourself with grace and ease, put your hands on these walls and call that in. It's okay if you don't know either. If you know that something's out there and something's coming and you're not sure what it is, you're not sure what your gift is, you're not sure who your guides are, what your guides are, what any of that means, but if you're curious, put your hand on the wall. Feel it. Feel the whole vibration throughout your whole body. And just even speak with your heart space and just say, I welcome with grace and ease. It's a very important part. With grace and ease, whatever is coming next. Kunanana, for my highest good. To be of service to others. Kunanana shiwa shiwa. It would be appropriate at this time to also say any prayers for loved ones. Konanana shiwa shiwa, from the beginning of your time to right now. People that have crossed over, ancestors, old friends. Konanana shiwa shiwa, even pets. This is a perfect time to just check in with those people. Feel them in your heart space. Send a little prayer of protection. seeing them speaking their truth freely, with no fear. Then remove your hand from the wall. Go ahead and sit in your room. Thank the people that came to visit you. See the fire, the white pillar of light, all of the things in your room. See them dim down a little bit because it's time to leave. See yourself outside of your physical body, outside of that slender diamond, outside of that open door in between your eyebrows. And know that you can go there anytime you want. You can go in there to have a quiet place. You can go in there to experience emotions like happiness, joy, grief, sorrow, just a place to go in and balance yourself again. And you can invite the creators in. You can invite anybody in. Even if you don't know who your spirit guides are or what they look like, you can invite them in to just come sit with you in this room for a little bit and see how that feels. So best of luck with your inner balance. There will be one more video coming, and I hope that you enjoy this. And again, you can always email me at tutaspeaks@gmail.com if you have any questions or comments. You can also leave a comment on the YouTube channel, and I would love to hear all about your journeys in this room. And so it is.